Once again, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So today I got Galaxy S10e and I flashed the official crDroid ROM on this mobile phone. This is the fantastic ROM for the Galaxy S10e. And why is like that? Let me show. So because the mobile phone will get updated to Android 16. You can see that. Beyond 0 LTE is the code name and the model number that I got is G970F. This is the Exynos chipset mobile phone. The ROM is only for the Exynos. The Snapdragon processor is not supported for this ROM. So check out the Android security update 1st Jan 2026. Baseband version provided and this is the build number. See Android settings. If you open, you will say, oh my goodness, because you will see big list provided here where you can modify the ROM. Whatever options you like to have it on your ROM, you can turn on, or if you want to change it, you can turn off. Well, after flashing the ROM, you can come here and check it out. You will say, oh my goodness. Well, my mobile phone is old and the Galaxy S10e is having a very small amount of battery, but still the ROM is handling the battery quite well. The fingerprint scanner is working very perfectly and very fast, and the face unlocking is working also very fine. AOSP camera provided with the ROM, which is working very fine. Like if you want to take pictures, you can do that. If you want to record videos, you can do that. And if you want, you can record videos till 4K resolution with 30 FPS. The front camera and the rear camera both working with this camera application. So check out the signals bar, the Wi-Fi, the NFC and the battery icon. It's looking beautiful with the Android 16. And yes, after flashing this crDroid ROM, we are getting the latest US panel, this one, and the tiles are working fine. And if you want to add it, just tap the edit button, and you want to remove, you can do that by removing the tiles that you can see here, and you can add or re-add the tiles from here. So the applications that you can see on my mobile phone screen straightly downloaded from the Google Play Store. Definitely the S10e will have a new look after flashing the Android 16, and this is the official crDroid ROM for the Galaxy S10e. Easily approach to any application, easily approach, like if you want to go to settings of any particular app, just tap it, app info, and you can select anything you want from here. The Play Store that you can see can be updated automatically when the update arrives. And about the device certified, well, nowadays the custom ROM that are coming for the Android mobile phone not coming device certified. Mostly coming device is not certified. If you want to make the device certified, then you need to root the ROM, install the images, and you can install the modules. As far the ROM is not rooted, so the banking application is not having issues. You can run the banking application easily with the ROM, but after rooting the ROM, you will have issues with the banking application. सारा खाने से बड़े जास में खुशामदीद कहते हैं और मिलाओ कई सिंधी जिका के मिलायो फॉर इंग्लिश प्रेस 4 इंदराज नहीं किया कॉल के जरिए So I make a call and call is happening and there is no disturbance while during conversation. And I check the Bluetooth connectivity. It is working fabulous. In case if you have Galaxy S10e Exynos chipset mobile phone, you want to update the mobile phone to Android 16, just follow the further video and the steps that I'm going to show. So links are all provided in my video description. You need to make a new folder and download these files. This is the crDroid version is 12.5 for the Galaxy S10e and the Android version is 16, and this is the official release for the Galaxy S10e. Then official NikGapps for the crDroid, particular this NikGapps will work on the 12.5 of the crDroid ROM. Then we have to download Odin also and the platform tools and the recovery. This is the crDroid recovery, which we will flash later, and with this recovery we have to flash the crDroid ROM. First we will flash the TWRP recovery, the Odin pack recovery, yes, then we will flash the recovery.img, and this recovery, the Odin pack TAR file have the VB meta and the recovery also. Now starting the procedure, first of all extract the platform tools, then extract the Odin, then copy the ROM file and the GApps file from the downloaded folder and open the extracted folder of the platform tools. Paste both files over here. Okay, done. Now rename the file. First select the ROM file, then press F2 and rename the file. Just give the name ROM. So the file name is supposed to be rom.zip. Press enter key. Then rename the GApps file also. Select the file, press F2. Give a name only GAPPS. The file name is supposed to be gaps.zip. Press enter key. Now go back. Then open the extracted folder of the Odin. Double click the Odin to open it. Click OK on this pop-up window. And then on Odin, click AP slot. Go to the downloaded folder, then double click to select the Odin pack TWRP file for the Galaxy S10e. Double click to select the file. So the Odin is ready, coming back towards the mobile phone. Well, remember there are few things that we have to do before flashing the ROM file on the any mobile phone. In my case, I do not have a package, so I will remove my SIM card. First of all, you must know that your mobile phone bootloader must be unlocked. Otherwise, the ROM will not get flash and the bootloader will remain unlocked as far you are using a custom ROM. Then you need to check the mobile phone battery. It must be charged. In case if the battery is below 30%, then charge the battery. Then you need to save all the internal storage data. Whatever pictures, videos you have on the internal storage must save it. Otherwise, the data will get formatted. In case if you are using One UI, if you have logged in the Samsung account, must remove it to avoid issues. Then remove the Google account also to avoid issues later on. Then go to security and privacy and turn off the screen lock by selecting swipe. So in this case, the screen lock will get turned off. Yes, we have to do all these things that I just showed, and if you have done all these things, simply power off the mobile phone. So I will be using a data cable for flashing, and I have the USB 2 to Type-C data cable, and always use a good quality of data cable. So other side of the data cable must be connected with computer. So you need to check the mobile phone must be totally power off. We have to boot the phone into Odin mode. So press and hold the volume down key and Bixby key. Then connect the cable with the mobile phone. In few seconds, you will see a warning screen. Release both keys key immediately. Yes, I got the warning screen. And on this warning screen, if you read volume up long press to device unlock mode. Those who are not having an unlock bootloader, you can read the information from here and you can unlock the bootloader. But always save the data before unlocking the bootloader. In my case, my mobile phone bootloader is already unlocked. So I will press the volume up key once to boot the phone into Odin mode. This is the Odin mode screen of my mobile phone. My phone is connected with computer and booted already into Odin mode. Coming back towards the computer screen. On my computer screen, Odin already detected my mobile phone because I already installed the Samsung Android USB driver on my Windows. On the Odin, click options, then untick the auto reboot, go back to lock, then click start to start flashing the recovery file. So when you see pass message means that done. Exit the Odin, go back to downloaded folder. So the phone is still booted into Odin mode. So we have to boot the phone into TWRP from the Odin mode screen. Check the data cable must be connected. Now press and hold the volume up key. volume down key, Bixby key and power key. All four keys at same time. When mobile phone restart, release the volume down key first. When you see Samsung logo, then release the power key. Okay, then wait for 5 seconds and release rest both keys. The phone will boot into TWRP. Wait for it. I got the T1 recovery. Swipe to allow modification. Then first tap wipe. Swipe to factory reset. When done, go back. Then tap format data. Type YES. Tap here. Then go back and reboot the recovery. Like tap the reboot and then tap recovery. Doesn't matter if you see no OS installed. Just swipe to reboot. So the recovery got rebooted, swipe to allow modifications, and the internal storage of the mobile phone will get appears on the computer screen. So I will come back to my computer screen. In the downloaded folder, copy the recovery.img file. This must be the crDroid recovery. Copy it from the downloaded folder. Go to the internal storage of the mobile phone. Double click to open it and then paste the recovery file on the internal storage. Okay, done. Then on the mobile phone screen, tap install, then tap install image. You will see the recovery.img file. Tap to select the file, scroll down, select the recovery partition by tapping on it and then swipe to confirm flash. When done, go back to main screen, tap reboot and tap recovery. Doesn't matter if you see no OS install, swipe to reboot. Now this time the mobile phone will boot into crDroid recovery. The crDroid recovery got appears on my mobile phone screen. First of all, tap factory reset, then tap format data factory reset, then format data. When done, then format cache partition, yes. When done, then format system partition, yes. Just check the system wipe completed. Okay, done. Go back to main screen, tap apply update, tap apply from ADB. Now this time the mobile phone got booted into ADB side load mode. Coming back towards the computer screen, I will open the extracted folder of my platform tools on my computer screen. Then I will right click on cmd.exe, left click on run as administrator, click yes on next pop-up window. The command window will get open. Now I will check the mobile phone is properly connected with computer. For that I will type the command adb space devices, press enter key, wait for it. Okay, you can see that this is the serial number of my mobile phone. My mobile phone is connected properly with my computer and it is booted into sideload mode. Now start flashing the ROM file by giving the command adb space sideload space rom.zip, press enter key. The ROM file will start transferring to the mobile phone and it will flash also. It will take a time. Here we have to wait. You can see that, right? So the ROM file got flash and must see that it will show install completed with status 0, which means that perfectly done. Now on the crDroid recovery screen, tap advance, then tap reboot to recovery. We have to flash the caps file. For that we have to reboot the recovery. So I got the recovery once again. Now once again tap apply update, apply from ADB. The phone once again booted into ADB mode. Coming back towards the computer screen. Well, once again just check the phone is connected. ADB space devices. Okay, just confirmation that phone is connected properly. Well, sometime the data cable have some issues. That is why I recheck the device, ADB device. Well, I am confirmed that my phone is connected. Now, start flashing the caps file by tapping the command adb space site load space gapps.zip, press enter key. Once again, the caps file will start transferring to the mobile phone and it will get flash also. Again, we have to wait here. And the caps flashing done. Once again, you will see that install completed with status 0 means that perfectly done. So I am done from the computer. I can close the command window and then on the mobile phone screen, simply tap reboot system now. Disconnect the cable from the mobile phone. So the mobile phone will stay a little bit long on this logo, and then it will start booting to the crDroid Android 16 ROM. The first boot will not take that much time. So first boot completed, didn't took that much time. I will complete the setup screen. Finally, everything's done and you will see that a big change using this ROM in a speed with the battery life and the performance. So these are the default applications coming with the ROM and the control center, right? And if I tap the settings and if I go to the Android about phone, device name Galaxy S10e, and after tapping the Android 16, this is what I got. The Samsung device is G970F Beyond 0 LTE Android version 16, and the baseband version provided Jan 1st 2026 is the security update date, the current version and the build number. Well, thanks to the developer who are providing updates for the Galaxy S10 series S10e, which is the oldest mobile phone. Still, the phone is updated in 2026 to the latest Android 16. Thanks for watching my video and like the video, subscribe my channel. We'll see you in my next video. Until then, goodbye.